The first time I noticed it, the meeting had already ended. It was 6:12 in the morning. I was clearing overnight system alerts before the rest of the team signed on, and there it was on the shared calendar. Conference room 6B, 3:03 a.m. to 3:50 a.m. No organizer, no attendees, just a blank block of time. By 6:20, it was gone. I thought I imagined it. I checked the logs. There had been an entry, created at 3:03, deleted at 5:58. No one works that late, not on our floor. The next night it happened again, same room, same time, 3:03 a.m., 47 minutes, then gone before sunrise. I work mid-level operations, scheduling systems, building access, automated lighting. If something repeats, there's usually a rule behind it, a script, a trigger. I called IT after the third night. They checked back-end logs. No automation tied to 6B, no recurring event, no API call, nothing. It's probably a sync glitch, they said. Calendar ghost. I let it go. Until I noticed the lights. Our building runs on motion sensors after midnight. Entire floors stay dark unless someone badges in or walks through, energy-saving mode. But on the fourth night, the lighting report showed floor 6 activated at 3:02 a.m., 1 minute before the meeting. No badge activity logged, no elevator request recorded. The lights stayed on for 47 minutes, then shut off. I decided to stay late. I told myself it was just to close tickets, clear backlog, nothing dramatic. By midnight, the office was empty. Cleaning crew finished around 12:30. After that, the building settled into that hollow after-hours quiet. Air circulation, distant mechanical hum, nothing else. At 2:58 a.m., I was at my desk on floor 4 watching the shared calendar. Nothing. At 3:02, my phone vibrated. A calendar notification. Meeting starting now for conference room 6B. This time, I was listed as a recipient. No organizer, no description, just the room and the time. I checked the building dashboard. Floor 6 lights activated, exactly 3:02. I opened the camera feed for the hallway outside 6B. The hallway was empty, lights fully on. The conference room door closed. Through the frosted glass wall, the room looked dark, but the occupancy sensor showed active presence. Status on the invite updated. In progress. Duration timer started counting up. I told myself someone was testing systems remotely. Maybe security, maybe facilities. I called security. No answer. The timer reached 11:23. I took the elevator. My badge allowed access to floor 6. It always had. As the doors closed, I felt stupid for feeling tense. It's a building, not a house. The elevator climbed. Floor 5. Then the display flickered. Instead of 6, it flashed, capacity reached. The elevator wasn't full. I was alone. It paused between floors, just for a second, then continued up. When the doors opened, the hallway lights were already on. No footsteps, no voices. The air felt warmer than the floors below. I stepped out. The camera I'd been watching was mounted near the ceiling, small red indicator light on. Active. Conference room 6B was at the end of the corridor. The door was closed. The frosted glass panel stretched from waist height to near the top frame. Normally, you could see vague shapes through it when lights were on inside. The lights appeared off, but there were silhouettes. Seated shapes around the table. Still. 7 of them. I stopped halfway down the hall. My phone vibrated again. I looked down. The attendee list had updated. 7 names. I recognized them. Former employees from operations and finance. People who had resigned over the past 3 years. Sudden departures. No forwarding contacts. HR emails that said pursuing other opportunities. I had processed some of their offboarding forms myself. All 7 were listed as accepted. At the bottom, a new name appeared. Mine. Status. Tentative. The meeting timer read 32:09. I looked back at the door. The silhouettes hadn't moved. One of them seemed slightly angled toward the glass, like it was facing me. I took one step closer. The elevator behind me chimed. I turned. Doors open. empty. When I looked back at the conference room, the silhouettes were gone. The frosted glass showed only darkness. My phone vibrated. The meeting status changed. Concluded. Duration, 47 minutes. At 39:50 a.m., the hallway lights shut off. I didn't remember walking back to the elevator. I just remember standing inside it as the doors closed. The display didn't flicker on the way down. The next morning, I checked the calendar. No entry, no logs, no trace of the invite being sent to me. I pulled camera footage from 3 to 4 a.m. The hallway outside 6B showed me stepping out of the elevator, then standing still for 47 minutes. I didn't move. I didn't approach the door. I just stood there, facing it, alone. At 47 minutes, I walked back into the elevator. The conference room door never opened. No silhouettes visible through the glass. Nothing. I told myself the camera angle was bad. Frosted glass can distort light. Reflections can layer over each other. There are explanations for most things. That afternoon, when I returned to my desk, there was a printed sheet of paper resting on my keyboard. No header, no logo, just a brief meeting summary. Date and time, 3:03 a.m. Location, 6B. Attendees, 7 listed names. At the bottom, a final line. Replacement candidate observed. There was no signature, no printer ID in the footer. I checked the print logs. No record of that document. I don't stay late anymore. I leave before midnight, every night. I avoid looking at floor 6 in the building dashboard. But at 3:03 a.m., my phone vibrates once. Just once. No notification appears. No calendar entry. Nothing to open. The vibration lasts less than a second. And every morning when I unlock my screen, my calendar app takes a moment longer than usual to load. Like it's syncing. Or waiting. I've stopped checking the attendee list.